Well, welcome to the inaugural meeting of the Society of Anti-Christian People. Because what we want to do is we just want to wash away all the Christians. The first question is, what have Christians ever done for us, eh?
Yeah, what have Christians ever done for us?
Well, I suppose they did pioneer free healthcare, and the monasteries did help the sick.
And it is the largest single provider of healthcare in the world.
Well, they developed proper nursing and everything. Hospice movement, Macmillan nurses, all sorts of stuff to help the sick.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, okay. But apart from healthcare, what have Christians ever done for us, eh? The real question is not a lot, apart from healthcare, that is.
Well, actually, didn't they pioneer social work?
The first orphanages were churches, and Bernardo's was the world's largest orphanage system.
Yeah, and I think fostering was developed by Christians. Oh, and the churches pioneered the first homes for the elderly and the first homes for the disabled in society.
And didn't some guy called Reverend B. War, organise something to help those kids that had been abused?
That's right, and that bloke Richard Ostler fought for the rights of children working in factories, as well as campaigning for poor law reform.
And Josephine Butler sorted out so that the age of consent could actually be set at 16 so people couldn't be abused.
Well, all right, but, apart from healthcare and social work and little kiddies, come on, what have Christians ever done for us, eh?
Well, I suppose we have to admit they're the single biggest provider of education. They're the ones that actually set up libraries, literacy, all sorts of things for us.
And almost all schools were church founded before the state took over. And universities were established by the church. The church went to the poor and the slums to establish schools when education was only available for the wealthy.
Pioneers of education for the deaf, including the Braille system.
And what about the YMCA and caring for young people?
And the Salvation Army, they pioneered some amazing stuff, radical things for the poor and disadvantaged in society.
And that guy George Muller educating orphans.
And the Quakers campaigning for prison reform.
And leading society to abolish the slave trade.
And there's the temperance movement, which tried to address alcohol abuse and Alcoholics and Narcotics Anonymous.
Leading society to adopt fair trade through Christian relief organisations, Tear Fund, Christian Aid, Oxfam, CAFOD, Save the Children, pioneers of microfinance for poor countries, pioneers of international child sponsorship, fathers of modern famine relief.
And Habitat for Humanity built 200,000 homes in 100 countries.
Loads of Christians work to legislate for much social and compassionate stuff, such as cancelling debt in the third world countries, decent working conditions, abolition of child labour.
About 75% of Christians do voluntary work, compared to 26% in the kind of national average or rest of the country.
Yeah, well, apart from healthcare and social work and little kiddies in education and a bit caring for the poor, youth work, prison reform, making slavery illegal, helping addicts, disaster and development aid and microfinance projects, and providing housing and cancelling unpayable debt, and a little bit of voluntary work. And all that stuff. Apart from that, what have Christians ever done for us, eh?